journey to a strange and wonderful world. Millennium Auction.
The fall of communism in 1990 brought down one world order, but another was slow in coming. The United States fell into trade wars with its reorganized allies United Europe and United East Asia. Desperate trade wars without winners. Trade wars that all too easily erupted into real wars. By the end of the millennium, public opinion looked to the United Nations, known familiarly as the World Body, to bring about order. By ratifying the One World Treaty in 2003, individual nations agreed to limit their sovereignty.
By a margin of over 2 to 1, the packed General Assembly roared its approval with an ovation that lasted over 20 minutes.
Currency reform completed this process, and by 2005, there was essentially one world economy and one world government. The cloistered and inbred world of fine art seemed untouched by the turmoil until, on April 3, 2006, the eccentric collector Derek Moveen invited the press and the public to his estate. From the debacle that followed, only this mangled audio tape survives.
Quiet you down. If I could have everyone's attention, this is a matter of critical importance to the art world. Beneath this sheet, I have placed 3 Van Goghs from my collection on easels. Here.
Oh, they're so beautiful.
I suppose you all recognize them. Now, a question for those gathered. These objects are mine, are they not?
Yes, Derek, of course.
So, being mine, I may choose to hide them. Show them.
Oh,
Or destroy them.
my God, he's setting them on fire!
Mine.
The world body moved with unusual speed. It passed the Treasures of Humanity Declaration and authorized Interpol to seize all privately held artworks on behalf of the entire human race. Offended by the intrusion of the world body into their private concerns and frightened at the impending loss of their coveted possessions, collectors schemed and struggled to keep their art.
Mr. Bellotta, how long will you keep your Rodin collection from the public?
I've never owned a Rodin collection, and I do not possess one now.
Are you asking Interpol and the public to believe that you've never owned any art?
It is none of my concern what Interpol or the public believes.
Mr. Bellotta, just one more question. Mr. Bellotta?
Finally, collectors and authorities reached an uneasy agreement. Art in public hands, on display in the museums and in the world body buildings, would remain forever public. But art in private hands, at the time of the declaration, could remain in private hands. These objects, and only these objects, could be traded between collectors in a special private auction that became known simply as the auction. But the world body was not yet ready to allow for a public display of the power of great wealth. After a long search for a level playing floor, Archer Stevenson, the COO of Worthaby's, masterminded the auction plan. In exchange for a public market for their art, he got collectors to agree to a voluntary limit on the amount of money that could be spent in each auction. Meanwhile, the museums, as agents of the public, were permitted to purchase these privately held works from any willing collectors, thereby drawing ever more of the private pool of art into the public domain. Each work purchased by a museum meant one less artwork for the collectors to trade, and one more elevation of the value of those remaining private works. The ArtNet telecom linkage became an intensely brokered stock exchange with the world's great art as commodity. Stevenson became the director of the auction and was able to make it a theatrical event of the first order. Citizens would wait in line for hours for a pass admitting them to the observation gallery. Only a few citizens were able to meet the complex admission requirements and become actual bidders at the auction. Their activities were followed like those of sports figures, and each auction became an event of both public spectacle and private speculation. Each sale touched off ripples of reaction throughout the private world of collectors and the public world of the museums. Art acquisition had become a public sport.
A journey to a strange and wonderful world. Millennium Auction.
A saxophone belonging to former U.S. President Bill Elvis Clinton will be sold at the auction house today. The saxophone is said to be the one that Clinton played on the Arsenio Hall show of 1992 and then again during his State of the Union address in 1995. The instrument will be sold in spite of recent charges by former President George Bush that Clinton didn't really play the saxophone, that he held it to his lips but didn't exhale.
Welcome to the auction house. I am, of course, Nuria, and I shall be your guide. Please register at the info. This custom version of the info link is generated uniquely for the auction house by the Commissioner of Information's Applications Group under the mandate of the World Body's Treasures of Humanity Declaration.
Name, Dieter Haas. Residence, Federated Monaco. Nationality, United Europe. National origin, German. Occupation, private citizen.
The retinal scan will now verify your identity. Please look into the info link and focus on the lavender light. Interpol Central Systems reports that your print has been verified.
I didn't know President Clinton played the saxophone.
She didn't. It was her husband Bill who played in the previous administration.
Oh yes, I remember now.
I wonder if Taki noticed that there's a premium offer in the ArtNet for selling the sax with his guitar. There's a pair of good old boys for you.
Three-time U.S. presidential candidate Ross Perot charged today that the instrument being sold as Bill Clinton's saxophone is a fake. What's more, said Perot, Clinton never knew how to play the saxophone. Perot said he made the charges reluctantly, but that the people had asked him to speak out on their behalf.
Slander. Well, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
William Jefferson Bill Clinton's saxophone traveled with Wild Bill from the early days of the campaign through the achievements of his first and second terms. Rarely can an item of such value be enjoyed so viscerally. A rare opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, shall we begin? The bidding for this item will begin at $1 million. Thank you. We have 1 million. Do I hear .1? How about it? May I have .1? Mr. Haas, 1-2. Mr. Smith, who's next? I'm waiting. Is that all? Yes, Mr. Mori, 4. No more? Shantina, 5. Shall we move? Well? Takeshi, 6. Who's next? No more? Now or never. Last chance. We're going. Sold to Takeshi Mori, 1.6 genuine United Nations dollars.
The ArtNet telecom linkage became an intensely brokered stock exchange with the world's great treasures as commodity. Winning bidders could find interested buyers on the ArtNet and sell off their winnings, then plow their profits back into yet more acquisitions at the auction.
The International ArtNet Telecom Exchange is the meeting place where interested buyers may contact sellers, such as yourself, of privately held collectibles. You may review offers for items which are either in your possession now, or which may be in your possession soon.
I have attained mastery. I have won. I must remain calm, focus my energies. Now they cannot question me. I have won. Yu-Gi-Oh! I have won!
Experience the drama and thrill of the World Body Auction House. Discovery, competitive bidding, bluffing, and the buying and selling of great treasures. Millennium Auction, now available at a software retailer near you.